Welcome to Passive Cash Flow, a channel dedicated to guiding you towards financial independence through sustainable passive income streams. Individuals possess immense untapped potential for educational and personal development. This potential extends beyond the boundaries of acquired skills, encompassing the very fabric of their character. Focusing on the transformative journey towards becoming one's best self is a far more invigorating approach than fixating on current capabilities. This perspective is particularly relevant for the younger generation, who stand at the threshold of a lifetime filled with unexplored possibilities. Encouraging them to envision who they could become, rather than emphasizing their present state, ignites a sense of purpose. The belief that there is always room for growth and self-discovery underscores the essence of this philosophy. In essence, suggesting contentment with the current self overlooks the vast reservoir of potential waiting to be unlocked. Establishing a compelling goal becomes the catalyst for embracing one's journey, allowing individuals to reconcile with their evolving selves. In the intricate tapestry of life, it is crucial to direct your attention and focus both on the physical and psychological aspects of your surroundings. Take a moment to discern elements that stir a disquiet within you, those that linger persistently, demanding your attention. These are not mere nuisances. They are invitations for transformation. Ask yourself 3 probing questions. What is troubling me? Is it within my power to remedy? Am I genuinely willing to undertake the necessary steps? If your responses lean towards indifference or resistance, look elsewhere. Lower your gaze, explore, until you unearth a concern that resonates with your innermost self, a challenge you not only can, but ardently desire to conquer. Once identified, embrace it head-on. Perhaps it's a daunting stack of papers on your desk, a symbolic embodiment of tasks avoided. Confront the fear it instills and extend some empathy towards your apprehension. Consider the hypothetical rewards, maybe a glass of wine, a cozy evening indulging in a book or a movie, or the affirming acknowledgement from a loved one. Motivation can be elusive, especially if acknowledgement is not readily given. Yet, ponder on what would genuinely motivate you without dismissing the importance of such incentives. Recognize that people, even if unskilled in expressing gratitude initially, can learn and adapt. Engage in this introspective exercise daily, gradually weaving it into the fabric of your life. Soon, you'll find yourself habitually seeking opportunities for improvement, not as a tyrant dictating rigid standards, but as a seeker of a better self. The ultimate ethical pursuit, as encapsulated in the wisdom of the Sermon on the Mount, transcends the mere cessation of sin. It is the aspiration to embody goodness itself. Focus on the present, live each day intentionally, and let your inner light shine forth. This involves sacrifices, determining what must be relinquished to pursue the highest good. Realization dawns when authenticity replaces manipulation, negotiation replaces martyrdom or tyranny. Comparison with others becomes obsolete as you measure your progress against the person you were yesterday. In this journey toward self-discovery and continuous improvement, your trajectory aligns with the highest good. This newfound perspective instills hope, even in the midst of life's challenges. Remember, the joy lies not just in arriving, but in the ongoing journey. Ask, seek, and knock with the earnest desire for positive change, and you may find your life evolving, progressing towards a better version of itself. Life inherently carries a baseline of suffering, a canvas upon which the brushstrokes of human frailty, malevolence, betrayal, and self-deceit create intricate patterns that amplify our collective anguish. This contemplation often plunges individuals into the depths of hopelessness, depression, anxiety, and an overwhelming sense of despair. The reasons for such feelings are undeniable, grounded in the acknowledgement of the darker facets of human existence. Yet, in the face of this existential abyss, a beacon of hope emerges: the pursuit of meaning. Meaning becomes the instinct that guides us through the cataclysm of suffering. However, this search for meaning requires a formidable counterforce to the overwhelming negativity that pervades our lives. What stands resilient against the tide of despair is the adoption of responsibility. Consider those you admire and reflect on the times when you've possessed a clear conscience, a state distinct from mere happiness. A clear conscience signifies the justification of your existence, alleviating the 3 a.m. cold sweats that haunt those haunted by regrets and missed opportunities. Peace with oneself often stems from the acceptance of responsibility. The moments when you've been at peace with your actions are likely those when you've shouldered responsibility for your choices and their consequences. Guilt, the weightiest emotional burden, often arises from the realization that you're neglecting self-care, leaving the responsibility to others. This realization is more than just pathetic. It's a profound failure to live up to your full potential, contributing to the existential weight that accompanies such lapses. In this nuanced exploration of human experience, the adoption of responsibility becomes the linchpin for personal and collective well-being. It's not merely about avoiding guilt, but about actively engaging in self-care, recognizing that you are the steward of your own existence. The avoidance of a parasitical existence and the pursuit of one's full potential become moral imperatives, lifting the burden of existential guilt and shame. Happiness, in this context, is not a fleeting emotion, but a byproduct of a life lived with a clear conscience and a sense of purpose derived from the meaningful adoption of responsibility. In embracing this perspective, individuals navigate the tumultuous waters of suffering, not as passive victims, but as active architects of their destinies, shaping a narrative that transcends the inherent challenges of life. Reflect upon your circumstances with a nuanced lens, contemplating the intricate tapestry of opportunities that lay before you. Have you seized them to their fullest extent, investing diligence in your career or current occupation, or do bitterness and resentment anchor you, hindering your ascent? Seek peace in your relationships, especially with kin, treating your spouse and children with the dignity and respect they deserve. Delve into the recesses of your habits, discerning whether they contribute to your health and well-being or undermine them. Ask yourself if you are genuinely shouldering your responsibilities, or if there are unspoken words lingering between you and loved ones. Can you identify actions within your power that would bring positive change to your immediate surroundings? If the answer is a resounding no, then consider a transformative approach. Start by ceasing to do what you know to be wrong. Initiate this change today without dwelling on the why. Sometimes the knowing precedes the understanding. Trust your intuition, acknowledging that each person is a complex tapestry of wisdom, often beyond complete comprehension. Cease acting in despicable manners, uttering words that weaken and shame you. Embrace actions and words that resonate with honor. Establish your own standards of judgment while respecting the cultural guidelines that surround you. Life is short, and time is precious. Rely on the wisdom of the past and the lessons of your ancestors. Rather than blaming external forces, focus on ordering your own experience. Cultivate humility. How can you aspire to govern a city if you cannot bring peace to your household? Let your soul guide you through this process, observing the transformation that unfolds over days and weeks. In the workplace, speak your truth. Within your family, express your genuine wants and needs. Rectify omissions, clear your head of falsehoods, and untangle your past from inauthentic actions. Gradually, life will simplify, judgment will sharpen, and bitterness will wane. With diligent effort, your life will become less complicated, and you'll face the inevitable tragedies with newfound strength and resilience. Perhaps, in time, your uncorrupted soul will celebrate its existence, even amidst vulnerability. You may evolve into a powerful force for peace and goodness, envisioning a world transformed if others embark on a similar journey. Strive for the best in your own life, envisioning a collective pursuit of excellence that could reshape the world into a place of genuine goodness, and, with unwavering effort, perhaps even a realm where tragedy is mitigated by the pursuit of the best. Set your house in perfect order, before casting judgment upon the world. For the self is the foundation of everything. Picture yourself as a vessel of unrealized potential, stretched across the vast expanse of time. Within you lies a reservoir of possibilities, the untapped capabilities that exist in the realm of the not yet real. The concept of potential is fascinating, as it embodies a vision of what could be, a version of yourself waiting to be actualized. People often urge you to live up to your potential, a potential intricately tied to how you engage with the world and absorb information. The journey towards realizing your potential goes beyond mere information absorption. It delves into the profound idea that altering your environment triggers the activation of dormant genes in your nervous system. These genes encode for new proteins, unveiling biological potential that remains dormant until you venture into novel and challenging circumstances. By subjecting yourself to diverse environments, you impose varying physiological demands, even down to the genetic level. This, in turn, awakens latent aspects of your being, manifesting a version of yourself that was previously unrealized. Embarking on a pilgrimage, a transformative journey to a central place akin to the Pride Rock in The Lion King, becomes a cultural archetype. This metaphorical quest involves transcending the confines of a familiar, limited existence, akin to a small village everyone knows. The pilgrimage leads you to dark and dangerous realms, where adventures unfold, toughening and extracting more from within you. This process is not only about gaining information, but also about becoming more organized at every level of analysis. It's a journey that reveals more dimensions of yourself. In this profound exploration, the pilgrimage becomes symbolic of the transformative odyssey each individual undertakes. Venturing beyond the known boundaries, facing challenges, and exposing oneself to diverse experiences not only informs and organizes, but also unlocks latent potential. The essence lies not only in the incorporation of external information, but in the dynamic interplay between your being and the ever-changing environments you navigate. Imagine the vastness of your potential, waiting to be explored and actualized as you embark on the pilgrimage of self-discovery across the continuum of time. Thank you for joining us on this profound journey through the realms of untapped potential and self-discovery. As you envision the vastness of your own potential, consider taking a moment to be part of our community,